Hello, this is Brian again. Welcome to part 3 of my PCT from Guffy to Wright Mountain. I am just about to come up to a trail junction. Not something that'll affect this hike, but I'm about to join up with the Acorn Trail coming up from the community of Wrightwood. Joins up right here, and we got a little ways to go, but Wright Mountain is just over there. Big sugar loaf shaped mountain. So to get up here, you come from Wrightwood, and you come from the higher part of Wrightwood at about 6,600 feet. I believe 6,600 or 6,800 feet in a community along Acorn Road, and then you head up this way. So we're about a mile from Guffy right now. And then PCT miles, you got a long haul if you're going to Cajon Pass. It's quite a ways from here. But people hiking the PCT, doing section and through hikes, 21 miles, that's probably nothing to them. And then that's what I'm looking for, is Pine Mountain. It's actually one of the, to me, out of a lot of the hikes I've done here, all the peak climbs I've done here in the San Gabriels, Pine Mountain is one of the most beautiful summits I've ever been on here in the mountains. It's actually one of the most beautiful summits I've been on, period. 9,648 feet. First time I ever... Well, no, wait a minute. The second time I did Wright Mountain. I did it from Guffy, where I started my video clips, and I hiked all the way to Pine Mountain with my friend Brett. That was before I started doing video on my hikes, and that was June of 2017. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to keep following the PCT, or you could follow the Blue Ridge Truck Trail. You can follow that too. It'll take you it'll take you to the edge of the Sheep Mountain Wilderness. People, if you're hiking Wright Mountain, they suggest driving Blue Ridge Truck Trail. Hopefully the gates open at Guffy like it was today. It's the first time I've ever seen it open, actually. So you get to go through Guffy, you keep going on uphill. It'll be kind of up and down, and then uphill generally. There's gonna be a lot of up and down when you're driving. So I've hiked it along the dirt road before, and then you go around Wright Mountain to the back side of it, and then you'll see Sheep Mountain Wilderness, and it's a trail. That's your trailhead. It's called the North Backbone Trail, and it's a very rigorous trail. Like I said, I did that once to get up to. I did Wright Mountain first, but then I went over to that trailhead and hiked up with my friend. We went up to Pine Mountain. It's a very steep hike. It's a very, very steep hike. There are a couple of ups and downs when you get started from the Sheep Mountain Wilderness boundary. You have a couple of ups and downs, and then you start really going up, and it gets very steep, and it gets some semi-technical. Actually, it becomes a spot that's so steep you kind of have to scramble a bit, so you're gonna have to use your hands. It's very, very decent class 2 in that area, and it's very, very slippery. And it's slippery going both uphill and downhill on the way back going downhill. But of course, you're going to feel it more going downhill. But it's so steep when you're going uphill, you're still going to have to hold on to some rocks. And it's going to take your breath away. Because you're at elevation. B, it's steep as heck. But it's beautiful. Predominantly white fir forest here. There's some spots along this area. Wright Mountain this area is part of Blue Ridge still. So we're on part of Blue Ridge right now. There are a lot of bees buzzing up in the trees. I hear a lot of bees buzzing. The whole time I've been hiking, I've been hearing lots of bees buzzing. A lot of them. Just about the whole entire time I've been walking or hiking, there have been swarms of bees up in the trees. And these aren't flowering trees, they're gymnosperms. You're not going to be pollinating these trees. These are wind pollinated gymnosperms. They don't have flowers, they have pollen cones and seed cones. So maybe there's just a lot of beehives this year. It's pretty insane. Pretty soon we're going to be getting up to an area. You're going to get a really good view of that slide I was talking about in clip number 2, where the big landslide of Wright Mountain comes very starkly into view. I'm seeing it a little bit through the trees right now. There's a beautiful white fir forest over here. No extremely large trees here, but you can get a view down to the high desert occasionally from up here in the Swarthout Valley. But pretty soon we're going to be in the view of the big landslide from 1969. If you look down here, you can see a little bit of it actually coming into view. All that barren soil there, very unstable. And you can tell it's been decades because young trees are are colonizing it. So the trees should be able to stabilize the soil somewhat. Wright Mountain is up here. It's not really easy to see on camera. I can see it through the trees. Hi, how you doing? Whew. All right. There's a big, coming up on the big landslide of 1969. There we go. There's the big landslide from that El Nino of 1968-69. Just took a huge chunk out of this mountain. So if I remember correctly, there's another one on the other side as well. So if you come up here to Wright Mountain, just take the time to take a look at it, enjoy the beautiful backdrop here. You can see where the shrubs peeled away from the mountainside. Pretty soon I should be coming up on the use trail that will branch off to go up to Wright Mountain, because this is a piece of it right here. Pretty soon. I mean, honestly, this is a delightful, fairly easy day hike. If you do it from Guffy. If you do Wright Mountain from the Sheep Mountain Wilderness boundary, it's a really easy, extremely easy hike. Just walk over the mound. So let's see. So what you need to look out for is a use trail branching off on the left. That'll be your use trail to get up to Wright Mountain. It does get a little overgrown in spots. So when you're trying to go up, just follow the most obvious route. It's generally followable. And this is it right here. So when you get to this spot, you're going to start branching left, and this will take you on your last stretch up to Wright Mountain. What I'm going to do, take a short water break, and then start heading up the trail to Wright Mountain. I'll see you on my next clip.